Hey friends and subscribers, we are in a Starry's off-grid kitchen today, and Mr. Hilder scored on some bear meat, and we're really kind of excited because we ran into a snag. We grind a lot of meat here on the homestead, and we were having so many problems with our grinder. And what kind of grinder what do we have?
Well, I had a, I don't know, an oyster
Oh,
heavy
yeah.
duty.
Yep.
You know, worked good for grinding deer, blah, blah, blah. But I'm out here and I'm grinding elk and I'm grinding, I'm grinding a lot of meat. I'm grinding bear.
And then you brought the old hand grinder out.
Yeah, I have a big hand grinder too.
Big meat hand grinder.
I'm started fighting this stuff. It's like I'm grinding for an hour to get a little thing with a little container with the hand grinder. I'm all done with that stuff.
And the bear meat that we got actually is beautiful bear meat. Was really clean, as you can see.
Yeah,
I'm going to show.
I spent 4 hours cleaning this stuff.
Mr. Hilder spent.
I'm very particular.
Yeah.
It's like people don't like big game because they don't clean it properly. It took me about 4 hours. This stuff is spotless.
Spotless bear meat.
You want to have good eating, you got to have clean meat to start with. And so.
But the problem was the grinders weren't working. And we have a friend who's a big game hunter, and he's like, hey, he has this unit, and it's huge. And we thought, we live off-grid. Are we even going to be able to entertain the thought of using this big old grinder? And
this is a whole bear here, so being off-grid, it uses 750 watts. It's a one-horse motor, heavy-duty commercial grinder.
It's a Cabela.
This particular one is from Cabela's. All I know is after using this thing, this is what I'm getting. This spits out meat like it's like chewing gum.
We'll show them.
So if you're grinding a lot of meat, which I do, why fight it? And even it only uses 750 watts, and I'm going to use this for grind a whole bear in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's phenomenal how fast it has made our work here. So just watch this.
It's nice and quiet.
Yeah, that was the other thing. I couldn't believe how quiet it was.
And
look at
it's
that.
Nice and sunny out right now, so we're not using any.
So here's Mr. Hilder with his new toy.
Simple, makes life easier. We've always used wrapping paper because a friend gave me a roll about this big and it's lasted a lifetime. But you got to cut paper and do all the stuff. I've recently started using these bags. These particular ones are from the Lem. These things are awesome. This is the 1 pound bag here. You get like 100 of them for, I don't know, they're cheap.
Yeah, they were cheap on Amazon.
I don't know.
I'll have the link.
Because we always use Ziploc bags too for like my fish and whatnot.
Ziploc bags are expensive.
They're expensive and blah blah blah. And what you do is you take these are beef chicken breast. First, you want to make sure to get your opening a little wet there. And you take a chicken breast.
These are the chickens that we just processed, so we've got some beautiful, fresh, organic
I've been putting 2 breasts.
breasts. Look how nice those are.
2 breasts per bag. And then you try to squeeze the air out of it, get the air out of it. But what I like to do,
This is a Mr. Hilder trick.
because when I put my fish in there, I always fill them with water, and those fish will last a long time. And then you can see the air jiggling around a little bit.
This is like a mountain man trick. So you put water.
And get that air out of there, so there's no
Okay.
air pockets. You can sort of see. And it wants to go right up to the top. Look at that.
Oh yeah, I see that. Oh,
There we go.
There we go.
Then you spin that baby off.
And here's where this machine comes into play.
And these are like $25 or something dollars. There's a couple different models. This particular bagger is a Weston. I just went with this one. It's slick, simple. I mean, it's just simple.
And it's affordable.
And so you twist your bag off, so now there's no air in there. Got a little bit of water in there. And you just simply take your bag.
Oh. Oh, that's like a real professional.
Look at this.
I like that.
No trying to get the Ziploc thing done, and there's stuff caught in the lock part.
Yeah.
And then you can X off. They've already got it written on their venison, burgers, whatever you got going on there. But our situation, of course, is not applicable.
Yeah, chicken.
So we just write chicken breast 524.
There we go.
Right
Wow, I like that. Huh. So
easy, simple.
Homestead trick and homestead
They all stack real
purchase.
nice.
Yeah.
I would highly recommend, I'm doing a lot of volume.
Yeah.
And the other cool thing is, and we'll be doing a video on that next time we do some grinding. And this is pretty much common. It's not like I'm explaining new inventions of the world or whatever. But if you're like me and I've used the old stuff forever, the paper wrapping forever, and it works great, but it's time consuming when you got a lot of stuff to do and you can't do fish with it. I slide my fish in there. I put about 15, 20 fish, bluegill fillets in there. Seal it off, put some water in. Slick, simple, easy. You put your meat in the grinder and you grind your hamburger right into the bag.
Oh.
None of this rebagging.
Too bad we couldn't show them that.
Putting it into different containers and rebagging. You just grind it, put it right in there. Yeah. Easy and neat. I would highly, highly recommend.
And we got a new grinder, so we're gonna be making a grinder video too. We really highly recommend a grinder, a good grinder for any self-sustainable homestead. But this is a very nice purchase.
And it's funny because I read the reviews on. There's only a couple of these types of models, and it's funny because people they said, "Oh, it is narrow and it tips over easy." Okay, I don't know what you're doing. If you're tipping it over, it's got 4 screw holes in it.
Oh.
Screw it down to your table then.
Yeah, they probably didn't see that.
Not your countertop, but I mean, get a piece of plywood and screw it down. And this has made my life so much easier, neater, and whatnot. Here, let me just do another one real quick.
He likes it.
I love it.
And when you're processing a lot, because we have 29 meat birds, so that's a lot of meat birds to process. And last year, like we said, a lot of people asked us how we were storing the chicken, what we were putting them in. We didn't show that because I canned a lot. And then the rest we did put in Ziploc bags, and we did use the freezer meat. And we've just upgraded. Sometimes upgrading is a good thing, and it's worth spending a little money to upgrade. It's a nice purchase to make things easier.
You've spent a lot of money and time raising these birds. You want this meat to be of good quality when you get to it, so you don't want it being freezer burned.
Yes.
And, that type of thing. Air getting in there. This way, it ensures
good storage.
Sealed.
Yeah.
A little shot of water in there.
And there's nothing worse than freezer burn.
Oh.
This prevents it, especially using that water method that Mr. Hilder is showing you guys and gals. Beautiful.
Off your tape.
I like this part. Okay, one more time, Mr. Hilder.
And then it's just like, no getting tape stuck all over everything. You just go.
Oh, there you go.
And they even got a little
split.
razor blade if you want to cut the end of that bag off.
Yeah.
But I like to leave those ends of the bag on.
All right.
So I can grab them.
Okay, so there we go. That is a homesteading tip purchase 101. Make your life easier. It's a great thing to have. All right. One of the meat birds is crowing out there. It sounds pathetic. But he's out there crowing. Or is it called crowing? Is that what they do? I don't know what they do. Mr. Hilder just shakes his head at me. But there you go. Look at Starry Store. I've got the link posted. And make a purchase today for your homestead. All right. God bless everybody.